Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome back to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video we are going to be comparing the two different sets of ninja. The one on the left is going to be examples of Ninjago suits that are pretty similar to one another. In fact, they're the exact same, just recolored. And then on the right we're going to have some suits that are very similar, but at the same time they are very, very individual. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I wanted to go ahead and determine which is better for the Ninjago ninja team. Is it better for them to have suits that are kind of unified in one design, or is it better to have suits in which they kind of take off the same design but go in their own separate directions? So these are the two examples I have for that. Now obviously the big thing that I do need to point out right away, these Skybound suits as an example for the suits that are pretty much the exact same thing, just recolored, obviously there are a few differences in them. They're not completely the same. They do have, I guess, the very similar idea with the color scheme and the armor and all that kind of stuff and the way that the uniform is actually set up. The only differences are the legs. Some of them do have the belt in a different position. For example, Cole's belt is over here, Jay's belt is over there, so on and so forth. The only reason why they're like that is because these suits use the exact same legs as the Deepstone suits. But overall, as such, they are very, very similar to one another in terms of how they're designed, how they look. They use the exact same everything pretty much. They essentially have the exact same silhouette, but that also is the case over here. Now, these are the Season 8 Sons of Garmadon ninja. Now, what makes these guys different from these guys is that these guys, while they do have the same silhouette, they actually make their designs very, very different. As you can see, the torso printing is extremely different between all of them. The only ones that have even remotely the same ones are Nia and Kai, which makes sense because they are siblings. It would make sense that they have kind of the same torso print, but it's only one aspect of the print that is really the same. Otherwise, everything else is is different from one another. They all have unique printing here and there, and nothing really suggests that they are copying off of one another. The legs are also kind of similar in a sense where they have just one band here and then just, you know, in the same spot they have some diamond pattern going up there. They all kind of have that, but for the most part it is unique to the ninja. The Skybound ninja I can't really say the same for. These guys are very, very similar in what they're trying to pull off, but I also don't think that's a bad thing. Let's go ahead and move on to another example of this. Alright, and here's another example of kind of a similar comparison going on. On the left we have the elemental kimonos, on the right we have the most recent Ninjago hero suits. Now the elemental kimonos themselves are pretty much just recolors. Everything is pretty much the same in terms of design. The kimono printing is the exact same as opposed to the Skybound suits, which kind of differed it up a little bit with the belts. These guys are pretty much the exact same. The only differences, from what I can tell, are sometimes the actual straps here are kind of a little bit different. You can kind of see they're different on Cole as opposed to on Jay, and also the elemental symbols up here in the corners of their kimonos are also very different depending on what ninja you're looking at. Pretty common stuff, but overall these guys do use the exact same design here and there, just kind of recolored in order to fit themselves. Meanwhile, over here we have the Ninjago hero suits from season 13, which in a lot of ways use the exact same design elements. They all use the same armor piece and the same helmet, and they all do have the exact same silhouette. But when you take a look at their designs, you can see that they are very, very different. Kai is not the same to Jay, Jay is not the same to Lloyd, so on and so forth. The only things that are similar between these guys are the fact that some of their armor is colored the exact same. Like, obviously, some have gold, some have silver. But other than that, these guys are very individual for what they are. And they're not really, I guess, all that similar in terms of design as much as they are silhouette. These guys are very much the same in terms of design and silhouette. So the question remains here, now that we've looked at two different examples, which is better, when the ninja are all unified in terms of having the same design, or when they still have the same silhouette but their designs are a little bit different? So after kind of comparing and contrasting, making up my mind a little bit, I've decided that, well, it is cool that all the ninja do have the same design over here. I mean, I think that's really good. It kind of makes them unified as a team. I honestly feel like they are unified over here as well, even if their designs are a little bit different. You can still tell that they're all part of the same team, and like any ninja team together, they look amazing together, and overall it's pretty much all I can ask for. Yeah, their designs might be a little different, but the overall silhouette is there, and it's enough to make them an actual consistently recognizable team. You have the same thing going on over here as well, but I just feel like overall these guys, while they do look good together all unified, it's better for them to be a little bit unique. So that's pretty much my stance on that. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this, and let me know what you think of these styles of videos. Do you like when I bring out the minifigure stand, or what do you think needs changed? Comments on lighting, framing, all that kind of stuff. Leave all your thoughts down below, and I look forward to reading what you guys come up with. With all that being said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for my other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to my Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.